Welcome back. We're going on over to Mike Eppel, standing by at his home studio here. Mike, we were talking over commercial break about a story that is developing right now. Consulate in Houston, Texas, and you're following what could be happening when it comes to the markets and how this is all tied in. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Melanie. The U.S. Has announced the immediate closure, shutdown of China's consulate office in Houston, Texas, and they're citing intellectual property issues. And this, there's been all these back and forth discussions about and accusations that China is stealing technology. And there was footage, aerial footage of the building itself. And it appeared that people were on the roof of that building burning documents. So this is a developing story. China is already vowing retaliation related to this move, and the markets are trending lower as a result. So we'll track this certainly today and see exactly where this goes and how much it, potentially can elevate the tensions between the two countries.
Yeah, I think we actually do have a shot here on CNN through our wires that we're watching right now through our control room. I don't know if we can pull this up. So this is what you're referring to here.
Yeah, and again, there were these aerial footage of fires on the rooftop of that building.
Wow.
It's like, it brings up all sorts of ideas of espionage, right? Burning documents before people go in to actually see what's there.
Interesting story here. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on this one. We'll follow up with that in news for you. But obviously, we're keeping an eye on what's happening with the rest of the markets and retail, which is going to be a big piece of what we're following as well.
Yeah, it was interesting that Stats Canada, in its latest retail assessment, said that sales are almost back up to where they were before the pandemic shut everything down. Are people going out as much? There was pent-up demand, certainly, but how are people shopping? Are they going in-store? Are they, just kind of looking around at stuff or just getting in, buying what they need, and getting out? So the trends of how people are shopping, the big retailers not offering in-store sales. Why? Because they actually want to keep the traffic down. Where the sales are to be found is online. So we've seen deep discounts on Walmart's site, Amazon. Amazon has announced that they're actually delaying their Prime Day because they don't want to overwhelm their distribution centers, which have been so busy already. They're still trying to keep employees physically distant within their operations. And, it's just this changing dynamic that is just rippling through. And I also heard this morning that Walmart, I know it's months away, but U.S. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, that might not be a thing this year. People aren't going to be lining up to get into stores to get big sales necessarily. So it's all, they're always looking ahead. You got back to school. All of these things are in the spotlight for the retail segment.
Back to school, maybe. We put a question mark on there.
That's just it.
We put a big question
mark.
We're
last year's close, honestly.
Before break, we were teasing Best Buy.
Yes.
Can you give us a quick look at some of those numbers?
Online sales for Best Buy up 255%, e-commerce. And people were buying computers, big screen TVs. You're bringing the theater into your home, right? With the pandemic. By the way, there's a scene. We're not going to see that
for a while. Yeah.
If we do, everybody's going to be wearing a mask, right? So we've heard about a lot of retail brands struggling, going into Chapter 11, and then there are the winners at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Best Buy shares heading for a record high coming up today.
We've run out of time, Mike, but
all right.
Thank you as always. A lot to discuss here. Follow him at Epman on Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you.